Hello everyone, this is Jessica from the Blinky Chicks team. Today I would like to go over basic video editing on the Mac with iMovie. I did slow down VoiceOver for everyone so that hopefully no one has difficulty understanding it. If you do, please let me know and I will continue to adjust until we get to the point that everyone can understand my videos. So now I'm going to go to the dock and open iMovie.
ScreenFlow, open. iMovie. ScreenFlow. iMovie window, toolbar.
I'm going to start a new project with Command N.
New movie.
And I'm going to import some media so that we can edit it. Usually I record my videos in one take and just edit out any mistakes. So it's only one clip. You can do the same thing I'm about to do with multiple clips and you can move them around and all kinds of fun stuff. But we are just going to use one clip today and hopefully Ashley won't mind. I'm going to use her video that she recently sent me regarding a Skype tutorial for Windows. So to import, we're going to press Command I.
Import media, import dialog, back forward, group, organizer, film list, outline view, table. iMovie has new dialog.
And we're going to interact with this table and find the video we're looking for.
Interact with organizer, film list, outline view, table. Row 1. Name, Dropbox. Level 2, Skype, overview.m4v. Organizer, film list, name column.
And that's the video we want, so I'm going to press enter.
Event media sidebar, table, row 206. My movie, selected, iMovie window.
And now it has been imported, and we are going to via right arrow until we find the media group.
Horizontal splitter. Toggle live, uncheck, event, button. All clips, pop-up, search film strip, search text field. Clip appearance, unchecked, checkbox, events group.
Events group. Now we're going to interact with this.
Interact with events group. 3 items, Skype overview group.
And there's the Skype overview. So I'm going to press E, and that is going to move this into our timeline. Now, before I understood how to edit, I used to trim the clip and then continually add the same clip over and over into the timeline. But as I will show you, that's not necessary. So just press E to input the clip into the timeline. If you have other clips, this will put it at the end, so it will be the last one in the timeline. Now we are going to stop interacting with the media group.
Stop interacting with events group.
Or events group.
Add favored button.
And we're going to
add favored.
Arrow.
Previous button. Play pause button. Next button. Play full screen button. Vertical splitter. 27. 0%. Settings 0%. Slider.
This slider allows you to choose how much of the clip you see. So it kind of like zooms in so that it's a little bit, in my opinion, easier to control where the playhead is. So I'm going to interact and make that larger.
Interact with slider. 16.7%. 33.3%.
And now I'm going to stop interacting with that.
Stop interacting with slider.
And I'm going to move down.
Settings button.
Until we find the timeline.
Project timeline layout area. Interact with project timeline layout area.
And I'm going to press the home button to jump to the very beginning of the clip. And then this is where I would edit the actual clip itself. So if there's something I say that I decide, I don't want everyone to hear me say that, or if I screw up, I can fix it without having to record over and over and over again, record the same thing. So we're going to play with Ashley's recording just to kind of show you how this works. So to play, you hit space.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley from the Blinky Chicks, and today we're going to talk about Skype for Windows.
And yes, I know the audio is a little wonky.
Be sure and feel free to ask questions, make comments, and anything. If you want me to cover something more in depth than I am, let me know, or if something is not clear, also let me know. So we're going to briefly cover Skype.
Okay.
As briefly as you can.
I'm going to remove where she says Skype for Windows, just to pick something to edit for you guys. So I'm going to press space after we've hit home, and then we're gonna press space.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley from the Blinky Chicks, and today we're going to talk about...
So I know she's about to say Skype for Windows, so I'm gonna press Command B, and that will split the clip.
Split clip.
And then I'm gonna hit space.
Skype for Windows.
And hit space again to pause it, and I'm gonna press Command B.
Split clip.
Alright, we are already in the right space since we just split this clip, so I'm going to hit backspace to delete that. Now I'm going to press home to jump to the beginning and show you the edit. Space.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley from the Blinky Chicks, and today we're going to talk about... be sure and feel free to ask questions.
Okay, so there's that edit. And of course, you can press Command Z to undo anything you have done that you don't want to do. If you screw up, no problem.
Undo delete.
So there it is, it's back, and I can undo the split clips as well.
Undo split. Undo split.
So now it's all one clip as it was in its original form. So that's basically how you do it. You can also cut clips, copy them, move them, put them basically wherever you want. You can rearrange them, no problem. It's all very doable with VoiceOver. There is a keyboard shortcuts list in the help section, so if you want to look at that, that definitely helped me. I also did some research on YouTube to find iMovie tutorials, which they aren't VoiceOver related, so they won't help in their entirety, but one of them mentioned keyboard shortcuts, and that's what helped me. So anyway, so we're going to let's see, we're going to add our titles now. So I pressed home to go back to the beginning, and then I'm going to stop interacting.
Stop interacting with project timeline layout area.
And we're going to VO left arrow until we find our titles button.
Set it 30/20/0. Click next. Play pre record event display clip search film all clips button. Event name uncheck toggle horizontal event reset clip reset all clip info clip filter speed noise volume stabilize crop color correct color enhance horizontal transition backgrounds titles button.
There's titles.
Show
buttons.
titles.
I'm going to press space. VO space.
Press titles button.
And VO right
Show
arrow.
background transport and color crop noise speed clip titles search text display area split group titles grid.
And we're going to interact with this.
Interact with titles grid standard image.
And I already know which one I'm looking for, so I'm going to VO down arrow to it.
Reveal lower third image. Pop-up image. Prism lower third image. Echo image. Sideways drift image. Lens flare image.
Lens flare.
Drag the title to the movie or to the beginning, middle, or end of a clip.
And this VoiceOver tells you to drag the title to the movie or the beginning, middle, or end of the clip. So that doesn't really help you if you're trying to do everything with the keyboard. But I have figured out that if you click on this with VO shift space,
lens flare image,
you can then press either Q, W, or E to do different things. E would put it at the end, W will put it at the beginning, and Q will connect it, kind of like the video that I watched kind of made it kind of like a B-roll. So it's gonna play the audio and everything, but it will show the title at the same time. And that's what I want to do, so I'm going to press Q.
iMovie busy. iMovie ready. Title. Content selected. Edit text.
And there it went. It is now in the timeline, and it is on top of, visually, it is on top of the beginning of the movie. And so now you can enter whatever you want to call it. So
space.
I deleted that, and I'm going to say
S. Unselected. Insertion at end of text.
Skype for Windows. Okay. And then
Stop interacting with display area. Split group.
you stop interacting with that. That's where you edit it. And then you can go back.
Titles. Grid 1 item selected. Done button.
And there's where you can change different things. There's the done button. If you continue to VO left arrow, you have other options.
Reset font settings button. Reset. White. Font color. Color well. Outline. Uncheck checkbox. Make italicize. Uncheck checkbox. Make the bold, unchecked checkbox. Make the text bold. 103. Dimmed combo box. Adjust the font size. Baskerville. Font family. Pop-up button.
Okay.
Font family.
Let's say we're okay with that, so I'm going to VO right arrow back to done.
Bold. Outline. White. Reset. Reset font. Done button. Done. iMovie window. Toolbar.
And then we're going to
My media button.
VO right
Show
arrow
my media audio.
back to the timeline.
And reset titles. Titles. Clip 0/20 33.3%. Settings. Project timeline layout area. Interact with project timeline layout area.
Okay.
3 items. 2.00 seconds. Play ahead. Value
We're gonna
indicator.
Press home to jump back to the beginning. Make sure we're at the beginning of the timeline. And I'm going to press space to show what we have done.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley from the Blinky Chicks, and today we're going to talk about Skype for Windows. Be sure and feel free to ask.
Okay, so you may notice that it is a little bit difficult to read the titles as they are. So I usually add a background to the title. So I'm going to press home again to make sure we're at the beginning. And then I'm going to stop interacting with the timeline, and we are going to find the backgrounds button.
Stop interacting with project timeline layout area. Set it 3327/0 net. Display search title reset all clip information clip speed noise volume stable crop color balance title set enhance horizontal transitions button backgrounds button.
I'm going to VO
show
space
backgrounds.
on this,
Press backgrounds button.
and I'm going to VO right arrow and interact with the group that has this.
Transitions horizontal enhance title color crop stable noise clip reset maps and search text field maps and backgrounds. Reset maps search display maps and backgrounds grid.
Maps and backgrounds grid. So I'm going to interact with this.
Interact with maps and backgrounds
And
grid
I
old world
usually
globe
use
image
black, so I'm going to just use that as an example.
watercolor map educational underwater image retro image stars image blobs star tan black image.
And similarly to adding a title, you're going to VO shift space on this. And I'm going to
Black
press
image.
Q to connect it with the title. Okay. So there it is. Now, whenever the title shows up, it will be on my black background instead of just on top of the video.
Stop interacting with maps and backgrounds grid 1 item selected.
Okay.
Black image record voice previous play pause button
I'm gonna show
play
this.
spacebar.
Blinky
Press play
Chicks,
pause button.
And today we're going to talk about Skype for Windows.
Fantastic. So now I'm going to interact with the timeline again.
Net play
And we'll
zip
jump
20
to the end.
project timeline layout area. Interact with project time.
And you don't actually have to move home or in to add this stuff, and it should work fine, but I usually like to go ahead and jump to the end, so whenever I add something, I know it worked immediately by seeing the visual feedback. So I'm going to press end now. Okay, and VoiceOver once again doesn't say anything, but it's there. Now we're going to stop interacting, and we are going to go back to titles.
Stop interacting with project timeline layout area. Settings 30/20/20 play next play preview record map display search text field maps reset all clip speed noise volume stable crop color enhance horizontal transitions button backgrounds button titles button.
I'm going to
Show
press
titles.
Space, VO space,
Press titles button
and we are going to move to the right, VO right.
back transition horizontal
Until we
enhance
find
color
them.
crop stable noise speed clip titles search text field display area titles grid. Interact with titles grid standard image standard lower third expand image expand reveal image line lower third image prism image upper image drifting image scrolling credits image.
Okay, there's
Drag the
scrolling
title to the movie.
credits. That's usually the one I use, so I'm going to do VO shift space,
Scrolling credits image
and I'm going to press E to move it to the very end of the film.
title name
There
description
you go.
name
And
description
you know it worked
Name,
immediately
description.
because VoiceOver
Name,
starts
description.
reading where
name
you can
description
add
name
your
description content
descriptions.
selected edit text space
So I deleted that, and then I would, normally type something like the title. So
S
we called it
unselected
type
insertion at end of
for
text
Windows, and then I would press enter, and I would say presented by Ashley,
space
the Blinky Chicks. Okay, so that's basically an example. And then I stop interacting here.
stop interacting with display area split group Titles. Grid 1 item selected. Done button.
And
Done.
click done.
Press done button.
And you can edit how quickly this title scrolls by changing the length of the title. And you can also change the length of the title at the beginning as well. But I definitely find it important to change the length of the scrolling credits, because if it scrolls by too fast, I know for me it takes a little bit to read words, and if something is scrolling, it's extremely difficult, so I usually slow that down. So we are going to VO right arrow and find the timeline and show you that now.
My media, audio, titles, background, transit, horizontal, enhance, title, set, color, crop, stable, no, clip, reset, titles, search, disc, titles, record, preview, play, net, play, vertical, 27/20, setting, project timeline, layout area, interact with project time.
Okay. And then
Title : Skype for Windows, lens flare, layout item.
if we VO right arrow once we're in the timeline, then we can see
0.00 seconds.
our separate elements here. So
0.00 seconds. Title : Skype for Windows, lens flare, layout item.
So there's that title. So if we wanted to change the length of that, we would interact with this.
Interact with 0.00 seconds. Title : Skype for Windows, lens flare, layout item. 4 items. 4.0s. Skype for Windows. Title, text.
So you can see that it's 4 seconds long.
0.00 seconds. 4.00 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
See, trail end edge handle. You have that there, and then you also have the other one.
0.00, 4.0s. 0.00 seconds. Leading edge handle.
And so these are what you grab onto, basically, to change the length. So we're going to go to the other
4.0,
side,
0.00, 4.00 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
and we're going to interact with it.
Interact with 4.00 seconds.
And then we're
Trailing
gonna
edge handle.
VO right arrow to drag it over to the right.
0, 0. Stop interacting with 10.08 seconds. Trailing edge
That'll
handle.
work. Okay, so then that is our title.
Stop interacting with 0.00 seconds. Title : Skype for Windows, lens flare, layout item.
And then we're going to VO right arrow.
0.00 seconds. Generator : black, layout item.
That is our background. We also need to change the length of that so that they match. So we're going to interact.
Interact with 0.00 seconds.
And
Generator : black, layout item.
We
4 items. Video film strip, image.
we are going to VO right arrow to the correct handle.
0.00 seconds. Leading edge handle. 0.00 seconds. Item handle. 4.00 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
Okay, now we are going to VO shift down arrow to interact with this.
Interact with 4.00 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
And we are going to VO right arrow to drag it to change the length.
0. 0.
So to find out what is in the VoiceOver cursor, if you VO F3 or function VO F3, depending on how you have yours set up, it will tell you where you have it at that point. So you can continue to drag to get it where you need it to be.
0. 0.
I'm going to kind of eyeball this to make it quicker.
0. 0.
That's pretty close, if not right on the money. We're going to check it now.
9.86 seconds. Trailing edge handle is in the VoiceOver cursor.
Okay, so one more time.
0.
Okay. VO F3.
10.08 seconds. Trailing edge handle is in the
That's
VoiceOver cursor.
Perfect. They are exactly the same now. So we're going to stop interacting with this.
Stop interacting with 10.08 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
Now we're going to stop interacting again.
Stop interacting with 0.00 seconds. Generator : black, layout item.
Okay, now our titles at the beginning are set correctly. Now we're going to VO right arrow to find the scrolling credits at the very end.
0.00 seconds. AV clip : Skype overview, layout. Title : Skype for Windows. Scrolling credits, layout item.
Okay. Similarly, we are going to start interacting with this with VO shift down arrow.
Interact with 1624.04 seconds. Title : Skype for Windows. Scrolling credits, layout item. 4 items. 10.0s. Skype for Windows. Title, text.
Okay, so we know that this is 10 seconds. I generally, with everything that I need to put in the scrolling credits, I usually try to have this around 15 seconds, but of course it will depend on how much text you put in. And the more text you put in, I think the longer, of course, it would need to be. And if you put in less text, then you can have a shorter time, and that's fine. But anyway, we are going to VO right arrow.
1624.04 seconds. Leading edge handle. 1624.04 seconds. Item handle. 1634.05 seconds. Trailing edge handle.
Based on what I'm seeing here, unless there's another way to figure it out, the only way to see how long it actually is to stop interacting with the trail end handle, and then VO left arrow.
1624.04 seconds. Item handle.
VO left arrow.
1624.04 seconds. Leading edge handle.
VO left arrow.
15.0s. Skype for Windows. Title. Text. Item name.
That is correct. That is the length of the title. I can show kind of what it looks like. Let's see. I don't want to show everything, so I'm going to click there and just kind of press space.
And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
And then there you go. You have your credits and your title at the beginning, and you've edited everything. And that's basically it. You can add all kinds of effects with iMovie. You can add transitions with iMovie. There's all kinds of stuff. But as far as just adding your titles at the beginning and the end, and editing out any mistakes you may have made, that's all you really need to do. When you are done to save the file that you've just created, you would stop interacting with the timeline.
Stop interacting with 1624.0. Stop it.
Okay.
Settings
and
button.
We're going to go to the toolbar.
Toolbar.
And we're going to interact with that. VO shift down arrow.
Interact with toolbar. 5 items. Projects.
Right arrow to share.
Top import. Share. Share button.
I think this is
Share.
also in the menus if you'd prefer. VO space.
Press 8 items. Theater button.
And then you have all kinds of different options. I prefer
Email. iTunes. YouTube. Facebook. Vimeo button. Image button. File button.
to go to file and VO space on it. And then
File. 27 minutes 19 seconds. 2.51 gigabyte. iMovie has new
it
dialog.
tells you
Duration to press
the
file.
estimated size and all that information.
2.51 gigabyte.
And then there's
Scroll
the
area.
scroll area, which if you interact with,
Interact with scroll area. 13 items. My movie.
then
Edit text.
you can set a description.
Description. Dimmed. This video is about my movie. Content.
And that's
My
the
movie.
title.
Contents selected. Edit text. Description. Dim. This
And
video is about
then-
tags. Dimmed. iMovie. Contents. Video and audio. 720p60. Resolution.
You can change
Pop-up button.
your resolution.
Choose the video resolution. High. Quality. Faster.
Quality,
Compress.
I
High.
recommend
Quality.
leaving it
Pop-up
at
button.
high. You can change it. There's even better quality, but it's going to be even larger. And then
Faster.
you can change
Compress.
your
Pop-up button.
compression
Choose the
options.
compression setting.
Whenever you go to save it, it basically exports it, and it drives my computer anyway kind of crazy. But when it's all said and done, then I have my file that I can then upload to YouTube. So I'm going to escape out of this.
iMovie window.
And
Share button. Share button.
I'm going to
Share.
show you one more additional tip. First, I want to show you that it's good to delete the media that you've added. So if you don't, and you just continue to import media into iMovie, iMovie will just get larger and larger and larger. So each time you're done with a file, I recommend deleting everything from the timeline and then removing the media that you have imported and then deleting the project. For a long time, I couldn't figure out how to do all this stuff, so I'm going to show you how to do that now.
Stop interacting with toolbar.
Okay, and we're going to VO right arrow to the timeline, or actually, let's see, VO shift in.
Project timeline layout area.
Haha. Okay, so we're now at the timeline, and we are going to interact with it.
Interact with project timeline layout area. 5 items.
I'm gonna
0.00
press-
seconds.
Control to make VoiceOver shut up. Now I'm going to press Command A
Select all.
to select everything, and then I'm going to press backspace. And then boom, everything's gone from the timeline. So now I'm going to stop interacting with the timeline, and we are going to go back to
Stop interacting with project timeline.
the media
Set third slash
that
0
we have
vert
imported.
playful next play pre record type display search clip speed noise vol color and horizontal background title audio my media button.
My media button.
Show my media.
Press VO space on that.
Press my
And
media
then
button.
VO right arrow.
Audio title background and color stable no speed clip reset horizontal toggle library uncheck event button all search display area split group events group interact with events group 3
And
items
I'm going
Skype
to click on this with VO shift space, and then I'm going to press Command Delete.
delete media from event delete from iMovie library. Deleting the selected files will remove them from your iMovie library.
We know that, so we're going to press Enter.
iMovie
And then
window
boom, that's
events
gone.
group
So now I'm going to VO shift home to jump to the
Toolbar.
toolbar. I'm going to interact with that,
interact with toolbar 5 items projects button
and I'm going to go to Projects.
projects button press projects button.
And it's going to
Type a
ask
name
you
for
for
your
a
movie.
name for the movie, but if you're done already, there's no point in worrying about this. And of course, like anything with the Mac, it's going to autosave anytime that you go to close out iMovie. If you're going to work on multiple projects at once, you would of course want to save this and name it something.
Cancel but okay.
But I don't really care, so I'm just going to click OK.
There is no item with keyboard focus.
And VoiceOver likes to lose focus, so I'm going to Command Tab.
Screen flow. iMovie window toolbar.
And we are going to find the project.
All projects pop-up button. Search text field. Image browser grid.
Interact with the image browser.
Interact with image browser grid. Create new image.
There's the create new, but I don't recommend using that to create new. Just press Command N and that will do it just fine. So we're going to VO right arrow to our project.
My movie image.
And we are going to VO shift space to select it, and then we are going to press Command Delete or Command Backspace.
Delete project.
And then there you go, it's gone. So now when you press Command Q to exit iMovie, you don't need to worry about remnants from old projects clogging up your space on your computer. So that's basically an overview of video editing using iMovie. I haven't figured everything out, but I am trying to as I go along. If you have any tips you would like to share about editing with iMovie, definitely feel free to post those in the comments for other people. And I look forward to bringing more content to you guys in the future. Thank you for watching.